my producer Jamie Patrikoff told me the story about Jeffrey Manchester, the Roofman, and I'd been looking to make a movie that reminded me of the movies that I grew up with in the 80s and 90s, movies that kind of showed the possibility of movies. And I heard this story about this guy who robbed 45 McDonald's but made sure everyone had a jacket before he put them in a freezer, and then he went to prison, and then when he escaped prison, instead of escaping to the woods or something, he escaped to a toy store. And I thought there was a lot of contradictions in his character, so I started talking to the real guy, Jeff Manchester. I had hundreds of phone calls with him over the years, tried to talk to everyone in his life, and just make a portrait of this man who was making these huge bad decisions, and this kind of community that met him with huge forgiveness and grace. And I thought it was I thought it could be a fun movie to make, take the audience on a real ride. Well, I think Jeffrey himself loved movies so much, and I think when he was living his life and making all these crazy decisions, I think he was imagining that he was the protagonist in his own movie. And he's kind of a fascinating screenwriter in that way. I think he made a movie, he lived a life that was worthy of a movie. I mean, the things he did were so crazy, but he had big dreams and a big hope to try to take care of a family, and that's really what's at the heart of this movie. It's a man who's making all these crazy decisions because he's trying to be a provider, trying to be a father, and to me, it's a great combination of comedy and also tragedy. I mean, it's a dream cast. I've been wanting to work with Channing Tatum for 20 years. I think he's just one of the best actors out there. I think he can do anything. I think he can do love stories. I think he can do dramas. I think he can do action. I think he can do comedy. And one of the things I wanted to do with Roofman is kind of put him in like a dream role for him, where he could show all those sides of himself and be kind of like the full movie star that he is. And then Kirsten Dunst has been I've been just a fan. We all are a fan of her. She's a living legend, one of our great American actors, and it was just a dream to work with her. And everyone else in the film was like, I'm blessed. I worked with casting director Bonnie Timmerman, who's a legend in the business too, and we just put together basically my dream cast, and everyone said yes, and we had just a ball together on set. And I think you can feel it in the movie. I think you can feel how warm and fun, how much fun everyone had making this movie.